over here with Tim.
Squeeze up. There we go.
Yeah, just mic as close to your mouth as we can.
Must be Danielle's. How you doing, Bailey? How you doing? You all right?
Yeah, good, thank you.
I've heard a little bit about you, actually.
Good or bad?
Good. All good. All good. It's probably a couple of years ago, actually.
Okay, right, we've just reset the stream, so bear with us, community. If we can share the Facebook stream in the local groups, that'd be great. If you're watching this and you're coming back on the stream, please do comment, like, share, invite your friends to follow it. You can invite your friends to watch it, I think, on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, post on LinkedIn to let people know that we're on YouTube, because LinkedIn,
different around,
which is my biggest network, doesn't work, which is annoying. Especially when we split the stream into 6 parts for LinkedIn. Cheers, LinkedIn. Appreciate you, man. All that time and effort I put in there posting on their platform. Anyway, this has been great. So, Tim, welcome. You're now co-host.
I'm Danielle, am I?
You're Danielle.
Okay.
Is that all right with you?
I'm less tired, and she deserves a break.
Yeah, she definitely deserves a break. Well, we appreciate you doing this.
No problem.
Tim, do you just want to, before we introduce Bailey, just talk about, from your frame of reference, like what does well-being mean to you in the context of Loveathon and the town? Yeah,
so we're just around the corner, so I pass Alex pretty regularly.
Neighbours?
Yeah, on
one of our lights are usually on, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. No, so we have a team of about 12, 14 staff at our office, and we're just a single branch. And I think I've been there 10 years, and over those last 10 years, we've seen, obviously, well-being, mental health, will have you come to prominence just in the work arena, which is brilliant. But it's been something that we've dealt with staff, but also I think a bigger thing for us has been our client base. So we manage over 700 properties locally, so that's at least 700 tenants. Obviously, because you have families in some, couples in others.
It's a lot of humans, mate.
Yeah, and we've been thinking about how we could potentially do a bit more for our tenants in terms of whether it's just at the most basic level, signposting. When they first take on a tenancy, looking at just showing them what's available in the local area. But also we have a sort of a duty of care as well, because we do inspections on our properties a couple of times a year as well. Mainly to check on the property, but also it's an opportunity to check with the tenants. And our property inspector almost sometimes does double up as a bit of a counsellor.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
They're often one of the only people that comes into a home to see people that might sometimes not seen people for a long time. And so having that support to be able to sort of signpost them into the right direction.
Nice.
So it's just from the staff point of view, we're trying to do more and more, but also from our customers. We're actually sitting down doing some work with CPSL.
Nice.
As well.
Yes, Olivia mentioned. She's on later. She mentioned she was coming to see you.
Yeah,
I said it would be an open door.
Excellent.
I said it'd be a very open door for that conversation. So well done you. That's awesome. And thanks for jumping in on this conversation.
That's all right. Yeah,
we're going to geek out with Bailey now.
Yeah, I've been chatting to you for a few years, and I know you've mentioned Bailey to me a few times.
Well, now you get to sit next to the man, the legend himself.
An inspiring local person, so it'd be nice to hear all about it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, Bailey, welcome to the hub, mate.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. I saw you in here earlier. Have you been upstairs?
Yeah, doing the sales and leadership. Actually.
Nice. With Justin.
Justin,
the English Tony Robbins.
Yeah,
he loves it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Good old Justin. So we want to talk today about. We could geek out on AI, but I don't know. Where do you want to start? Obviously, conversations about well-being.
Yeah.
I'd rather you start. I'd rather you tell us where you want to go with that.
Should we go from right from the beginning and then go from here?
It's up to you, mate. You tell me. Tell me. What we've got 20 minutes, right? So, what do you want to get from this with the people that are listening, people in the room? What do we want to get from this? What about positive use of AI?
Yeah, could do, yeah. Or
like we had Sarah Hughes on earlier talking, who's the CEO of Mind UK.
Okay.
And who has named her AI, and it's like full all in, which is interesting.
Yeah.
And then you've got Danielle's perspective, Danielle Bridge, who's been my co-host, who's like not so much naming it and like has that kind of barrier. I've seen load of stats around the the number of people using it for some form of therapy or like some sort of mimic conversation around therapy. And then I've also seen various quotes around the fact that your AI will know more about you than your partner will, as a common post I see.
I probably speak to AI more than anyone. So yeah,
it's interesting, isn't it? It's me too, man.
It's hard, isn't it? Because if I'm stressed out, so I'm stressed out in a certain situation. AI it's an idea, isn't it? Why don't you just chat to an AI? But human connection, you can't be a human connection, though, can you?
No.
Yeah,
but do you see a lot of that? I don't know, because the work that you're doing, you're kind of working across different projects. Maybe just introduce where you are today and what you're doing with your skills.
A bit of everywhere, really, from teaching AI to building some automation. So I'm a bit of the name AI. I'm a bit everywhere. Like, I think when people think of AI, there's so many different topics of automations of you got the LLMs like ChatGPTs, but I'm kind of all over the whole spectrum of AI, I guess.
Did you learn that? Was that self-taught?
I'll go back to the start now.
Yeah.
So I started my first business when I was 14. Sold cookie cutters to my brother. But whilst I was selling the cookie cutters to my brother on Etsy, I was actually using ChatGPT to create the listings. And whilst I was doing that, I had someone come up to me and said, "How are you using AI to create listings?" And this is when ChatGPT just came out. Because I remember you actually, we was upstairs in the other.
What was this thing, dude?
You showed me it, and I was like, this is crazy. And then starting to do some like consulting with ChatGPT, and then from that it's kind of just exploded. Like, I didn't even mean to go in the AI direction. It just kind of just
dragged you there.
It just happened. And
the thing is, you've got an eye for a market in the sense of you've got a really good eye for a buck, and I think I know where you get that from. Your family, knowing you're an old man. But you've got a natural curiosity and hunger to learn. Yeah. And I think that's probably dragged you into that space. Yeah. But I'm glad you're there, because, we I don't know what we would do without you now. I know you're doing some work with the youngsters as well, helping Sam out.
Yeah, so I think we're do quite a few sessions with the young people as one-on-one sessions as well, which would be good.
Quality.
Because I don't know if this might be true, but I think there's people older than me probably using ChatGPT more correctly. Like, I think there's so many people my age using ChatGPT in the wrong way.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Unethically, like, do you know what I mean? I think it's teaching young people the right way to use ChatGPT.
Is it being taught in schools?
No,
mate. No. Although it's interesting, so I was at the AOC, the Association of Colleges conference, big conference, and hands go up. Who's utilising AI in your teaching? 80% minimum, mate, and that's the ones who admit it.
They're using it in the teaching, but they're not.
Well, it's interesting, isn't it? Because is it? I don't think. I don't know, but I don't think we've moved beyond a tool surface level conversation.
I mean, my sister's in year 11. She's doing her GCSEs this year, and she hasn't been taught anything AI. She uses AI, so she uses ChatGPT for her homework, a bit of her coursework, but not taught anything. But imagine if they were, though. Not even to get the answers, but how to use it properly to help them when they need help.
Because it's a tool that can help you
them, exactly,
and really work. Yeah. And as a thinking partner, so I've got I speak to mine for at least an hour a day.
100%.
Just thinking. Just allow it to coach me. So I'm not asking it questions. I don't treat it like Google.
No, yeah.
It's not. I'm not asking it questions. I've got the answers. I just can't find them. I want you to coach me. I want you to extract that from me. Well, that's interesting. Can you go off and do some research with me? Can you run a task on Monday and send that back to me? Or every Sunday I've got this. I call it it's my HQ centre, because I've got 10 businesses, charities, projects, side hustles. I got a lot going on, right? It used to take me half a Sunday to plan all that. I used to sit down, because I'm a Sunday-preneur, because that's the only day you can actually do any work. Yeah, like Monday. My view is Monday to Thursday is my community's time, or the people that work for me's time. I'm giving that to them, or my network, whereas Sunday's for me to work on my stuff. So now I don't do that. I can spend now I've got blocked out family time, because AI has meant I get a report on a Sunday night, 6 o'clock, RAG status. Here are the projects I'm working on. I bracket by cash, growth, and impact. So I work, and Sasha's looking at me because we've got like a Miro board for everything, right? Sasha's my assistant and associate within Hughes Room Partnership. And so I sit down, we look at a season, so 2-month season, because a quarter's too long. A month's too short, so we do 2 months, 6 seasons. And then we go, right, what's the cash growth and impact goals for each of these things? So that's the level of planning we're doing at board level. But week by week, it goes red, amber, green that for me. So I just voice note at my ChatGPT, red, amber, green against all of my objectives. It will then report on a Monday morning, bang, in my inbox, what's red, what's amber, what's green. And because I trained it, well, because he trained me to train it, I then have it set to give it a little flex to say, hey, I'll give you some leverage points. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm always looking for a hack. That's what I said in my AI. Give me 3 recommendations against any reds that may get me to hack through that growth. And that's the level of, that's just the automation. That's like,
surface level.
That's surface, and that is surface level.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, and it's easy to get caught up on the negative about it, whatever else. But I just think
a lot of time.
If that frees my time up to spend more time with my family or my community or whatever, then what's the point?
And that's what I mean. Most automations that I'm creating are to save time.
Yeah,
that's all it is. Is people use AI to save time.
I mean, what do you reckon the average number of hours per basic? Let's say 10 hours of learning. What do you reckon the average number of hours per month you could save someone a week?
I mean, I was speaking to the young people upstairs, and I was talking about NAN, that automation platform, and I was like, you could copy and paste their docs page into ChatGPT. I guarantee you could probably learn the whole of NAN just from in a day. But if you read through the docs manually, it'd take you a week.
And so for those that are listening, NAN is
like a no-code automation platform. You can build funnels and a little bit complicated.
You can replace a few humans, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And the cost is what?
It's like £20 a month. Yeah, it's scary. It's scary.
It is scary, but ultimately,
in a good way.
If we care, ultimately, the way I kind of ground myself in this conversation is, if we care about well-being, which I do, if I care about how happy, sustainable, content, fulfilled we are as a community, which I do, then I want to spend more time together working on that stuff. If we're all working, I mean, the amount of my friends, like really close friends, we're always busy. Everyone's busy doing stuff. Yeah. If you actually took a line in the sand and said, right, anything from this point, and you're purposeful with it, anything from this point that I utilise AI to free up my time, I'm going to give to my community or to my family or to myself. If you save 3 hours a week, what transformation that would have on society if everyone learned AI for 10 hours? It's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
You go. So that's the difficult thing about being a business owner or an entrepreneur is switching off.
Yeah, you'll fill it with something else.
It's impossible to switch off. And you have...
It's addictive, isn't it?
But what's the point of doing all of this work, of building businesses or making all these inroads into new technology or what have you? Inevitably, for me, it comes down to... You want to do it, make some money. Why do you want to make money? So you can spend more time. Spend more time with your family. And it's like, well, just do that from the start.
Yeah, bake it in, man.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's weird, isn't it?
I was going to say as well, because AI is getting easier to learn as well. Yeah. So there's there isn't really. There's no excuse now, in a way, to implement AI into your
at least at an organisation level.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely. I mean, you've still got these massive companies still not really even utilising AI to its.
I think it's a bit of inertia. I think a lot of it is a little. We probably just. We don't like change.
No, but that's what it is.
Ultimately,
change,
that's.
They don't want anything new into their systems.
Yeah, I do get it. Like, it can't be nice, but at the same time, I also don't have as much empathy. Given, I remember, your dad was affected during COVID.
So
your dad's works in the wedding industry. Yeah, and I've got a lot of friends in that sector through your dad and Lee and whatnot. And the message during those times was, retrain. In fact, the Prime Minister at the time came out and said, well, retrain. Yeah. Well, sorry, surveyor, lawyer, these now knowledge-based work. Oh, maybe you should go be a plumber, mate. Oh, I don't like that. It's not comfortable, is it? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But come on, let's have a conversation about, lifelong learning. I think there was a conversation early this morning. We've had a lot of conversations today. There was a conversation earlier about, when education ends. And I think that's the issue. What do we do? And again, this is a SNEERT-centric conversation. It's a community-centric conversation. How do we get lifelong learning back?
Education doesn't really end.
And that's the point. But how do we really embrace that? I know we've got the colleges on later. We've got Dan Cahill and Kerry Abbott from from Cambridge Regional College on later to talk about learning. Most of the people we have learning here are adults, right? They're not kids coming in for the tutoring.
No.
They're coming to retrain digital skills or whatever else. So, I definitely think there's a conversation about with AI, whether it be more selfish, what Gary Parsons was just talking about, or any of the other topics we're talking about. Not just where you can put an academic bow on it and call it AI as a subject.
And I think that's what people think it is. I think
not.
that's why it makes it out to be so scary, because I also feel I hate the word AI. No, it's so vague. I mean, the word AI sounds scary, but when you deep dive into it further, it's actually not that scary.
No, of course it's not.
I think AI, there needs to be a different word.
Demonized a little bit.
Yeah, it needs to be simmered down a little bit, because AI
just
is
break it down, right? So if you think about I have it the same with Green Jobs, right? So I'm the chair of the Green Jobs Foundation, which is a national charity. What's a green job, right? Is it not just a welder doing something purposeful? What's the difference between a welder working on a steam train or something that's burning something and a welder working on a wind farm? They're still a welder. It's just they're doing something with purpose. So, but the reason I mention this is if you think about when digitization came back in many decades ago, there were digital jobs. They were called digital jobs in the UK because they had the brand, and now they're just jobs, right? And they have digital skills associated with those jobs.
And, it's
the same thing, right?
It's so overblown now. It's actually, it's not. It's just an integral part of how we learn as a society. It's not even learn. It's not how we just learn. It's how we function as a society.
It's critical thinking. It's problem solving. It's curiosity.
Everything. It's every skill, basically.
This is why I'm so excited about it, because it's as someone who left school so young, or like with no qualifications, I've had to learn my whole life through asking questions. And so those that are the curious ones really get the most out of AI.
But they're not getting taught that, though.
No, they're not.
And that's what's so scary. That's not. This is what I
the
just
better
don't
question you
understand.
ask AI, the better you get back.
That's what I'm saying upstairs as well. If you put something rubbish, and you're going to get something rubbish back.
So I've got
Come on,
3
Tim.
kids, but my oldest is 9.
Yeah.
He's just last weekend. Him and his friends in his year have started up something called Bookmark Bros.
Bookmark Bros like that.
I
I've got time for that. That's got a ring to it.
Buy a laminator and sell
so
them.
cool,
And he wants to give. Obviously, we're watching YouTube because I said, "What are you going to do with the money?" So I want to give it out as round acts of kindness to people. And
that's
so
cute.
Brilliant. Okay, but and you're talking about the automation that you can. For my 9-year-old who's not getting taught it at school, how would you get him? What's the best way for him to get involved in learning?
I mean, I don't have a 9-year-old.
I'm saying you're learning AI like it's this big.
Well, I was speaking upstairs, the young people, and they're like, how did you learn NAN? How did you learn all these? I use ChatGPT.
Yeah, it's a good coach. It's actually a really good coach.
You can have the kids version of ChatGPT, can't you? So I just chuck a topic at it, and this is what I mean. There's so many ways to use ChatGPT. So I learned NAM. Maybe people just think it's just going to talk to you, but you can turn it into flashcards, you can turn it into quizzes, there's so many different learning tools.
Teach it your style. I think that's the key, is make it your companion for the thing 100%. That you want it to be your companion for. Yeah. So for me, it's I can find out. I'd ask it now. It'll tell you. It's my thinking partner. It's my strategist. It's my virtual FD. It's my sometimes light ally, wellbeing ally. It's my Liveathon prep co-pilot that I'll refer to in between here. It's whatever you choose it to be, and I almost think about it like a toddler. It's like I've got a 3-year-old, right? So you've got to really coach him and question him, and he'll grow these. Like he just learned potty train, right? So 3 weeks, bosh, potty trained. He's doing it. We're very lucky. He's got. To be fair, he's got quite a computer-like. He can be programmed. Henry. He's. I don't know where he gets this neurospicy from. Might be me. But and I'm similar, right? If I got a routine, I'll stick to it. So I treat it like I think of it like a toddler.
And it's not judgmental either, and that's what I love about it as well. I mean, best advice, you just play around with it, just be curious, just talk to it.
Don't use it as Google either. Don't ask it questions.
No.
Just speak to it like an agent.
Yeah.
I don't want to say human because it's not human, and just know it's not that. There's a lot of risks with AI, and it's something to be aware of. And we've seen some of the worst cases of it. And actually, I've seen quite a lot of some young people that literally rely on it. I mean, there's some hilarious videos that go around saying, asking a Gen AI young person how they are, and they'll go,
How am I?
Yeah. I mean, I saw.
I'm okay actually. Thank you very much.
I know. Yeah. I saw something the other day. This person went to a connecting event, and they were sat in the corner, like, "What should I do now?" And he was just with like hundreds of people in this.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Sat in a corner, and it was just like, "Oh,
yeah, don't outsource your thinking.
No.
That's
don't get lazy with it. That's basic."
Yeah.
And I've kind of got guilty to this. It's like I first think, "Ask ChatGPT." It's not even Google. It's literally just ask ChatGPT. I've just got in the habit of ChatGPT. I need to get out of that habit. I need to think for myself sometimes and stop being lazy with it.
So, 5 minutes left with you, Bailey. What do you think as a community? So we've got, within Sceneers Initiative, we've got best part of 800 citizens involved in the projects we're working in. We've got hundreds of businesses like Tim in amongst our community. How do you think we as a community could be using AI in a way that helps the Citizen Hub grow and scale, for instance?
That's a big question.
It's not, because it's often things we just had Gary talking about being selfish from a leadership perspective. So, this is the counter narrative around community. Okay, well,
just using it for learning. I still think back to using it for learning, like actually utilise it. Yeah, it can be bad, but just it's good. Like, it's such a good learning tool. I don't think people actually realise that. It's teaching the young people, teaching businesses actually how to use AI. I generally just do.
Yeah, you got to get that AI literacy into the community.
100%. Yeah, and it's.
Well, we can help with that. I'm sure you can help with that.
Yeah.
I do think that I had an idea about. So I went up to Peterborough to see a really cool data centre, because one of the issues I do have with all of this is the water usage. I've got no issue, as I said this earlier, I've got no issue on the electric. We're all going solar. Don't worry about it. It's going to be fine. Like, stop burning stuff. We shut down the last coal mine 2 years ago. Like, let's celebrate the progress. I think, I live in that world. The water usage is a bit of a challenge. I'm not quite with. And DSM, their off-grid data centre up near Peterborough, it's one of the only ones in the UK.
Completely self-sufficient.
Wow. Yeah, so they've got a solar farm. It's off the back of a runway. They've got their own mini lake that then water cools the power system. They've even got little fishes. Sorry, nearly 14 hours of speaking is getting little fishes that eat all of the stuff off the radiators underwater. Wow. It's worth looking at. We've got quite a lot of water here in terms of reserves and stuff, nature reserves. There's the hydro project up at Little Paxton that'd be worth. I actually genuinely, if we were to build a local LLM for St Neots, I'm like radical. I want to see like an LLM with a trained AI agent on the vision for St Neots, which S&I is looking to develop over time with the community. I actually think I think that would get a lot of inward investment, a lot of eyeballs on the town.
Yeah.
Here's a town that are saying, well, we're embracing AI, but we want to do it sustainably. We want to be in control of our data.
Yeah.
So it's our data center on our premises and on a sustainable footing, and we can actually make use of that hydro.
That's so cool. I didn't know that was a thing. That's really cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I just made it up. The DSM, mate. The DSM exists, but that project, I was like,
no, not that.
We should go check it out. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Awesome, Bailey. Where can people find you if they want to learn more about AI?
Yes, so Bailey Reddins on LinkedIn. It's AI with _Bailey on Instagram and TikTok. Nice. And on YouTube, it's AI with _Bailey as well. So
nice. Appreciate you joining us, Tim. Thanks for co-hosting me.
It's all right, no problem.
Much appreciated. You made a great substitute or temporary substitute for Danielle over there. Giving a little break. How you feeling? You all right? Yeah? I can't wait. Honestly, I'm so hungry. Right, bless you. Right, I'm going to be swapping out. Danielle's going to be back up. Right. And we got Gary Parsons coming on in 2 minutes. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.